Ladies and gentlemen, anything short of admitting that our talks have been extraordinarily complex and difficult would not reflect the reality. At that same time, it's true, those talks were constructive. But they are difficult and complex issues because these touch upon vital interests of our Union, of the Member States, of the citizens. I think now heads of state and government and all the members of the European Council now understand each other's positions better. From that point of view, it was a real constructive debate. But the reality is that we are not yet at the point of reaching consensus, and we need another round before concluding. For the first time ever in the European Union history, we are discussing real cuts and not increase in the budget. And we are doing this in a context where we have more members now. In 92, we were 12 member states around the table. Now we are 27, very soon 28, with more competences for the European Union. We want to maintain a critical mass of pro-growth investment in infrastructure across Europe, also to make the single market work. Sharing costs enables us to develop other projects too, such as the free movement of knowledge. This is how we'll achieve better results in key areas of education and research which are vital to a competitive Europe that can maintain or establish its leadership in sectors of the future. We also want to ensure that our cohesion policy is in line with our economic and growth strategy and that it benefits our citizens and businesses across Europe. I made clear during the meeting that we need this spirit of cohesion to be translated in appropriate amounts, namely for the most vulnerable countries and regions of Europe. We also want to ensure that the budget continues to be a lever for continued reform of our common agricultural policy. We want to show that solidarity with those most affected by the crisis in Europe and maintain our commitments to the poorest in the world. And we want the financing of the European budget to be fairer, more transparent and simpler, which is what the proposal on the table does. And we want, of course, to have efficiency gains. By efficiency gains, I mean reducing costs that are avoidable, but not necessarily cutting the capacity to act of the European institutions. Because when we have more competence at European level, of course, we have to give the European institutions the means to deliver. We'll continue to defend the rationale of our approach. We need a budget that will allow the EU to live up to its responsibilities at home and abroad for the next 7 years. Of course, we also know that at the end, everyone needs to compromise so that everyone can find themselves in the deal.